Greetings, everyone. This is Elizabeth. Ugh, forgot to fix my cam. Oh no, that didn't work. There. Ha ha. Hello. Oops. Woo. Oh no. Bethany has a premiere going live. Put that on Do Not Disturb. Just 1 second, my friends. I forgot to open YouTube to get my thing ready. How is everyone doing? There you are. Hello. Oops. Let's turn that down. Screaming at myself. We have PJB Stamper, aka Pam, in the house. Hello. T, Not Afraid of Color. How are you doing? She's making tacos. And as Pam pointed out, it's not Tuesday. I had tacos the other day, and it wasn't a Tuesday then either. We have Crystal's Creations. Wyckoff. Hello. Miss Kim in Alaska, she's at work, so she's just listening. I can't be quiet though. I'm kind of loud and obnoxious, so you got that. And Melissa K, hello. She says hello from Alaskan airline airline plane. Awesome sauce. Hope your flight goes smoothly. Miss Emptiness Scrapper. Hello, Maddie. So, if you guys follow Mr. Simon Hurley of Mr. Simon Hurley Create, you know that he has new Lunar paste, some lovely, beautiful, new neutral colors of Lunar paste. We have Shady, Weeping Willow, Grrr, and you like that? Grrr. We have Grrr and Cookie Dough. These, of course, do have a coordinating ink pads. So Shady has a Shady mate. Look at that. Isn't that just beautimous? Weeping Willow has a mate. Woo. Grrr. Oh, that's upside down, of course. And a Cookie Dough. So, all of his paste that he's made so far, the Lunar paste, do have a coordinating ink pad. So the Lunar paste has coordinating ink pad. He recently came out with the new solar paste, which we've all been having fun with. If you're on the fence to buying either of them, I constantly am recommending in the Lunar paste line, slippery when wet. You'll use this up during your holiday season, easy peasy. And if you don't like it, well, I can't imagine that, but if you don't, you can use it up during your holiday season, and I promise you it will not be a waste. And then if you want to try out the new solar paste, again, go with the golden hour, because gold accents all occasions, right? Holidays, Christmas, Thanksgiving, Halloween, Easter, birthdays, anniversaries, all of it. You can accent with some beautiful bright gold, and these are gonna be your go-tos for that everyday accent. And get your feet wet and see if you like it. I do. I'm a little obsessed with it. I love it. And we've seen a lot of stenciling today on the YouTubes. All the crafty people out there, you know, we're doing some stenciling. I did some stenciling. This one here is Shady. Oh, isn't that gorgeous? That Shady. And this little house right there is from this beautiful new stencil set. Okay, it's the winter scene builder, and it's got the little tree outlines and then the little houses. Okay, what is this? 2? I have 2, you guys. I didn't even know. True story. This set I actually got from the Crop and Create event that my fairy godmother purchased for me. So this was in the Simon Hurley class. So I have 2, which means bum bum bum, this guy is gonna make his way to my giveaway box for December 7th. My birthday celebration week, December 1st. Where's the camera? December 1st through the 7th. You guys want to make sure that bell is on and chime in for when I do lives, because December 1st through the 7th, that's 7 lives. 6 of those lives, the 1st through the 6th, I'll be giving code words, and then you're going to email me those code words, and we'll get you entered to win some goodies on December 7th. You guys, I'm so excited. So yeah, and this is going to be part of a little bundle. I'm going to pick up a few more Simon Hurley items, only because I like Simon Hurley products and I want to share that with you guys. So that's that. But yeah, beautiful colors. Oh, you guys, the neutrals, look at this. I did a pre-recorded video, so these little guys showed up in the pre-recorded. But everyday items, okay, these are some vases from the Simon Hurley Stencil vases. Code word, got it. But yeah, and just look at that gunmetal gray pewtery color. It's just grr, look at that. It's so yummy, but don't eat it, shady, no, the other one, other end, cookie dough. This one is so, it's just so pretty. It's almost like the center of the shells, you know, the you guys know those seashells by the seashore. Surely she shall show some showed. But and then weeping willow, isn't that? And your texture paste will hold its shape, so if you put lumps and bumps in it, it will hold that shape. I mean, just look at so pretty. The paste, all the pastes, not just these guys, all of them, you can blend them and make new. Okay, so you can definitely expand the color base. I mean, look at that, those two blended just for that, those two blended for that. Just, and it's so shiny, the camera is like but yeah, you can blend the colors right on the surface or make yourself a little pile and blend it. We definitely like to do cleanup, so if you get a little bit too much out, grab yourself some cleanup cardstock, because you can die cut this. This could be a back panel for something. You can liquefy it. Okay, the purple ones are solar paste, the Royal Flush solar paste. The gold ones is the slippery when wet, purple solar paste, Royal Flush, Lunar paste, slippery when wet. You just water it down and flickety flick, and you can get yourself some fun little snowstorms going on. Nice little snowstorms. Okay, you can mix media 100%. You know, this panel, I was just playing around, right? In my pre-recorded video, I did this, and then we did it again. Okay, And this is on white paper. This particular one is on white paper, so you can kind of see they have a little bit of difference going on. And we smooshed the colors together a little bit more, and it kind of made this mystical-y background, and I just had to put it on a card. If you guys follow me on TikTok, I tried to make a cute TikTok, so I have a new TikTok out there where these kind of a little ghost maybe put the card together. But yeah, I had a little fun making this video, and I wanted to show you guys. Sometimes I muck up, okay? I muck up a lot. So this, we stenciled and we did all the fun stuff, and I sat back and looked at it. It's not my favorite, you guys. The trees, the light ones really get lost in there, especially after it dried. And then I mucked up right there. Yeah, you know, I'm gonna fuss with this one a little bit. But you see my little bat there? Bet you guys didn't even really notice. He's stamped crooked. I still used him because he's freaking adorable. So it doesn't always have to be perfect and pristine. It's handmade. So I just want to, because I almost stamped him again, and I'm like, nope, we're just gonna leave him like that because he's still really cute. And this was a lot of fun, and I almost messed up, okay? Because what I did is I stamped the inside. So from Fall Sampler, okay, you get the highly detailed bat, and then you get the inside to that bat. I stamped this inside. So it's a lot thinner than what's going on here. So make sure you give yourself enough room for your die, because I was snipping right next to the edge on this one. So make sure if you're stamping this section, you leave yourself a little bit of room for that die to go around it. But yeah. Now, if you've been with me, you also know I like to use my product unconventionally, like that. This is an old test subject. This is some Lunar paste. The blending, again, very beautiful. It's bee sting and slippery when wet. This is when it first came out. What, 2-3 years ago, you guys? How old is the Lunar paste now? Anyways, it's original. You know, original when it came out. So you can work it on little canvases, big canvases. Just make sure your stencils are held down really good. This one was not, but you know what? It was still a lot of fun. So you can do canvas. Okay, I'm gonna try not to blind you guys. Let me put this on there. But you can put a stencil on a mirror and stencil it. I would not recommend doing it in your bathroom per se, because the moisture might make it not very sticky, if that makes any sense. Just remember though, because this is a non-porous surface, okay, I don't know if you can see that, but it will, you could pick it off. If you do a thick enough layer, it'll pick off, and you can remove it. So you could get this wet, use a little scraper tool, and redo that on non-porous surfaces like glass or ceramic that doesn't have any holes in it. So plastic, metal, Crystal just did, or no, she did, my bad, she painted the truck with paints, but if you have like a metal item, you can paint right on that. And that's what we're going to do today. We're going to work on this little metal tag I got at the Dollar Tree. We're going to paint some Lunar paste on there, okay? So there's that. And again, this is old. This is when the colors first came out. So this one is Clear Skies. And this one, you can see, this one's towards the bottom there, okay? This is an original jar. Does it even, yeah. So this is one of the jars that back when he first created it, called it luster paste. And this didn't get changed when they changed the front, okay? So it's an original jar, but you can see, okay, that it's getting kind of crusty. This clumpy bit here I have used and reused. I just add a little bit, a tiny bit of water and get it going again, okay? But that's what, 2-3 years? Original, you guys, original. If I'd have put a piece of plastic over, because I'm not storing mine with the plastic. If I had plastic on that, I think it would have stayed fresher, even better. Air is your enemy. So if you're gonna do a painting project and you're doing a lot of little strokes, you're gonna want to take a clump out, put it on your mat, put your lid back on. Okay, keep that lid on, work with what you take out, add your water, paint, and do all that stuff, okay? Because it dries with the air, right? And then another fun thing you can do, fabric. I haven't actually washed this, but I have done I have done ample water tests. So I think you could send it through the wash on a gentle cycle, okay? And it's not gonna stain or run or anything. It's kind of weird. It kind of repels the water because it becomes like this plastic. So if you have an old handbag or you're thrift shopping and you see an old handbag or purse or backpack or pair of shoes, and you're like, yeah, you can put your Lunar paste right on it. And I used a stencil and went through a stencil, but you can hand paint. You can thin it out and accent. Maybe you have a pretty flower fabric and you just want to accent it a little bit with a thin layer. You can definitely thin out your Lunar paste and apply it in just hints on your projects. Now I'm gonna go in and check my commenties because I'm so excited. I'm all over here ignoring all of you guys. I hope you guys are keeping each other company and talking talking amongst yourselves while I just salivate on all the Lunar paste goodies. Oh wow, you guys have been really chatty. Love it. All right, let me get cilantro. Yeah, I'm not a fan of cilantro. And Melissa, empty nest. Everybody saying hello. There's Cordelia. Hello, hello. Miss Linda has popped in. Hope you're doing well. Linda says, I love slippery when wet. It makes cute coins. Ah, coins for St. Patty's Day. That's a great idea. Crystal says, love his Lunar and solar paste. Yeah. Tea. I wish that Overzealous was like the first release, because that Overzealous is my favorite color. So, yep, I'm waiting right there with you. Cordelia got her shingles vaccine. Yeah. And she was watching Simon. Aww. I'm assuming the vaccine made you feel icky. I'm sorry to hear that. But she was watching Simon Hurley on his channel at noon today. He had a pre-recorded, you guys, if you missed it, I do recommend you go and you watch his video. He does this really beautiful blend for his background. It's gorgeous, gorgeous. Empty Nest was commenting on the scene builder, that it looks like a nice set for scene building. It is. PJB Stamper, really? You like Simon Hurley stuff? I don't know. Who would have known? Who'd have thought? Who'd have thought? Cordelia, the cookie dough is especially pretty. It is. And it'll be fun to mix with like all the colors, and you can use it to tone it down. Like, use this as if it was a white, and you can tone down all of the really bright ones to give them extraness. Linda says, love that Solar Paste Royal Flush. It has a pearlescent look on white. Yep, all of them do. They just look gorgeous. Janine, hello, hello. Oh, she cannot connect. Accept chat. I'm sorry. We're wondering. Dawn, hello, Miss Dawn. She, I guess, was fighting traffic yesterday. Going to the store, eating some Tootsie Pops. Tootsie Pops. Okay, so Cordelia is not 100%, but she is feeling better. Thank you. I hope it doesn't like get worse. Get worse? That was terrible. Don't listen to me. T said that Santa though, I know that those Santas, just every time I see them, I'm like, they're so cute. And the Santas T is talking about is the Silly Santa set by Simon Hurley. He did use that in his video today, if you'd like to go check that out. Maybe we can make overzealous with a little cookie dough and Lata-Gata. We might. But let's get crack-a-lackin'. I've taken up about a half an hour of your time just kind of going over the different things you can do with this stuff. And it's one of our subbies even painted some outdoor ceramics with it. They painted like a chicken or a flower pot or something. So you can really, if you can paint it, you can put some lovely paste on it. So I'm gonna try and do something kind of simple but fun. I'm not gonna use we're gonna use this one. I'm not gonna use my really good paint brushes, because if I accidentally forget to clean them, they're gonna be crustified and they're gonna be nasty, and then I'm gonna get this little guy. So I've got a little round brush, I've got a teeny weeny brush, get that in there, and then I've got kind of a flat brush. I think these are just called flat brushes. If you have a filbert brush, this might work better, where the bristles are curved. You know, it's like a U shape at the end. A filbert would work for making petals on a flower. Okay. And what we're gonna do is I'm gonna try to make a little branch with some like little cherry blossoms and little speckles of green. So we're gonna see all of the colors. Well, not all of them, even though they're magnificent. We're gonna see some colors, oh, like that. And if you guys get a little crusty around the edge, don't worry. Just pluck that off and throw that in the garbage bin. And again, the Air is our enemy, okay? So we're gonna take out a little bit, probably not that much, probably not that much either. We're gonna take a little bit out, put all that back, put that back, okay? Put that back. We're gonna put the lid back on that because I can always take more out and even put that away if it's not ooey gooey. Okay, so I'm gonna get my roundy brush. I'm gonna get some water on it, okay? And then I'm just gonna pick a little area and just add some breaking until I get it to what I think is a nice consistency. And it's a paste, so we're like breaking down the chemicals in it and making it runny so that we can do a branch. Okay, and the fun thing about branches is they don't have to be perfect. Ooh, that's not showing up very good. It's kind of thin, so I'm gonna add some more paste into that. Kind of roll our brush around. We might have to do a couple of layers. Okay. Roll our brush around. See that? It's kind of lumpy bumpy. That's all right. Get that up in there. And then I smooshed it right there. Let's not do that again. So we're gonna start here because this is where my home branch is, and then we're gonna pull out another one. Get that nice cute little branch going. You seen that? Okay. Get another one going off of this way. Just kind of roll that brush around. And if we get it too fat, we can take a clean brush, wipe that off, and clean up around it. So it's very forgiving. Okay, and then we can just add some more. I think I want it a little bit thicker, so I'm not going to add any water, and I'm just going to dab it. Just going to dab it right in there. Okay, get a little bit more. Get a little bit thicker on there. I feel that maybe stenciling would be quicker, but for our mixed media artists and artists in general that want a new thing to play with, maybe go pick up some Lunar paste and see how that works for you. Just let that dab in there, and then what I'm going to do is just add another branch right there. Gonna get that guy a little bit longer, and then we're going to use this guy. Oops. We're going to use this guy and kind of push that off of there so I can thin out those lines. Look at that, so forgiving. Just kind of drag that one out a little bit more. Look at that. There we go. Ha ha! Get a little bit more water. See if we can't make some thin lines. Look at our... Bye, Maddie! Have a great day. Thanks for stopping by. So I'm gonna try... Oops. Get some paste on there. We'll go back to that one. We'll let it dry a minute. Get some little branchies on there. Cute little easy thing to do. If we don't like it again, we can just kind of push that right out of the way. Look at that. And there's our little tree branch. And then we've got a little bit that we can clean up. It's not a whole lot. I need to rinse my brushes so they don't get crusty. I know, you guys are like, oh, she just did an actual cleanup. I know, I've got a lot of panels. I've been doing cleanups for years. I got lots of panels. We're just gonna clean our spatula. Okay. And then, oops, get that little thing out of there. We're gonna grab ourselves some prom queen, because I think some bright pink flowers should stand out pretty good. Look at that. Isn't it pretty? Woo-wee. Get a little scrapey scrape of that. Okay, let's see. I put my little dollop there so I can put all of this back. Okay, get our prom queen out. And you know, I bet you we could find our stylus tool. What did I do with that? Just our little dot tool. Get some dots on there. Ooh, look at that. Spin them around. Try not to pull it up. Okay, and then bigger flowers towards the branch, the main branch, and little flowers towards the tips. So maybe that flower's just a little nub. This one's gonna be 2. This one's gonna be 3. And we're just gonna get the flowers a little bit bigger the further away we get from the tip. Okay, and I'm just like dotting. Try and get there we go. Try it like that. Toot toot toot. Little tipper taps. That's gonna fall off. Let's not do that one. So a teeny one there, a little bit bigger there. Kind of spread out our flowers. And they're not anything spectacular, guys. We're just doing some little dots. And you could totally do this on paper. So if you're like, I don't have a metal tag, make yourself a paper tag. Okay. Like here where this is that galvanized, maybe do shady or silver lining. You know, the silver lining lunar paste would look really pretty with this kind of set up. And you can add as many or as few dots as you want. Get those flowers in there. Because we're just selling the idea of flowers. They're not actual flowers. That's what the florist is for, right? What are your guys' favorite flowers? And I'm gonna put a couple in this centery area because we're gonna put some green on this because our flowers have to have some foliage. What's your favorite flower? T is more of a red person. I prefer white flowers, white roses, white daisies, white peonies. But I thought the pink would pop pretty good. Oops. See, I just put a little dot where I don't want it. I can use my finger, I can use a tool, I can pick it off. Really easy. Okay, so there's that. Again, they're just little splotchies. And I'm just using a tiny tip there. Yellow roses and tulips. Yellow roses for Pam. That's my auntie's favorite color. My mom liked red roses. My auntie likes yellow roses. I like the white ones. Those are my jam. Just getting my spatula. I dropped it in the water bucket, and I probably shouldn't have. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to scoop this little bit up and bloop, right back in the container. Okay, just like that. I'm going to clean this off while I've got this out. There we go. Okay, close that up. So we're going to try for some overzealous, because that was a good idea, team. We're going to do a combination. Oops. All flowers that cater to our bees and butterflies. Yeah, they like their flowers, that's for sure. So we've got some, this is fake plant. I want my Lady Gator. There you are. Come hither in. So we're gonna do a little bit of fake plant, Lady Gator, and then we're gonna mix a little bit of the cookie dough into the Lady Gator. Because look at that. That is just scrumdiddlyumptious. And we only need a teeny bit. We learned from the pink that we don't need a lot at all. We don't need hardly any. Okay, and then we're gonna do the same thing. And you can, styluses, you guys, they come in all sorts of sizes and tips. You guys might even have a stylus, like the Spellbinders tool-in-one comes with a stylus tip. I don't know if it came with two. Yeah, see that? So it comes with a variety of sizes. Let's actually use this big one. Okay, I forgot how to use this. There we go. I'm gonna put that little dinky one. What's going on here? Put that little dinky one in there. Do. And then we're gonna put this guy. We're gonna pull this back. Find that little nub there, and that's gonna catch our little tool. So we're gonna do big dots for leaves, just like all over. Okay. And and then we're gonna go in and put in some other colors, some dark. Again, we're selling the idea of leaves. Okay, we're not actually we're not in the market of actually making leaves, unless you're in the market of actually making leaves. You know, there is some people out there that actually do that for a living. All those fake plant makers. There we go. Just like so. So we've got some dark leaves in there, and see, ooh, look at that. We're gonna clean that tool off. We're gonna reach in and grab a little bit of, oh, that might be a little bit too much. I don't know. Our later gator. Lay together. Lay together. Lay together. I don't know where that came from. Later gator. And we're gonna just pop in some of those colors. Oops, that needs a little bit of a mixing. Got a little clump of something in there. Now we're not covering what we already put in. We're adding more color around it. Okay. This one is an original one, and I've used it quite a bit, so it's getting kind of thick, but we can thin it out with some water if we find that it is too thick. Again, we're just, oops, that's going to be a big leaf. That's all right. Get that in there a little bit. Get some into these void areas. Let's blend that a little, because why not? Get some going on there. Okay, and then we're gonna add a little highlight of, we're gonna blend this together. Get my spatula clean, because I do not want to contaminate my beautiful cookie dough. Okay, we're just gonna grab a little bit of cookie dough, a little bit more, and then we're gonna blend those guys right in there and come up with a new shade of green. Look at that. Oh, look at that's pretty. Try and scoop it into one little pile so that we have something to grab a hold of. Okay, and then we're gonna go back to our smaller one. Okay, and now I'm gonna put, I wish you guys could see it's just beautiful. I have the dark green, the light green, and now we're gonna have these pops of green, and I'm gonna put these little nubs right in with some of the other greens that we've placed. That one's not quite light enough for my taste. Okay, so I'm gonna add a little bit more of that. I'm gonna lighten it up a little bit more. And yeah, we're almost getting that overzealous color, that beautiful light color. Let's try and scrape it into a pile. And if we can't, that's okay. We can scrape it onto here. Come on. Why is it? Come on. Let me see if I can't get it to quit that. Sorry, it's kind of bright. It's having some issues with how lovely this stuff is, how shiny. And we're just gonna add this light green into the already made leaves. Okay, not really giving any new homes to the leaves. We're just gonna add a little bit more brightness to them. Remind me not to work with metal, on this. Hello, Mr. Simon Hurley. Thank you, Miss Pam. Remind me not to work with metal until I figure out some better lighting situations. But there is our Weeping Willow brown through there, some Prom Queen, and then a couple of shades of the green. And you guys can't see it, but the lighter color that we made by mixing in cookie dough, you guys, this is going to be magic when you want to lighten your colors. It just is beautiful. So I've got 3 shades of green in there. And then when this dries, it's going to stay that way unless I sit there and pick it or scrape it off. And by picking or scraping, I'm going to bring in my mirror here. Okay? Like, you literally have to pick it or scrape it off. Okay? And that one that I picked, this one, you know, it restuck. So I didn't lose that little piece right there. But if you really needed to, you could pick this plum off of there. So, because it's a non-porous surface. Okay, and this has been on there a couple years. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys that it's not just for card making, you guys. You can totally add it to your mix, your found objects, all the things. You can paint with it, you can build a texture with it, because look, that's not flat. When that dries, it'll be all scrapedy and all that fun stuff. So there's our little tag. If you guys are doing Christmas tags, you know, how fun would be to make some reusable Christmas tags? You can use a stencil. I did the freehand, but if you had layering stencils, you could stencil one layer, let it dry, stencil the next one, let it dry, and you're gonna create some really unique pieces of work. But just look at that. But yeah, if this was like an ornament or something that you painted with some lunar paste and put Merry Christmas to and from, you know, so like that's on there dry. But if I get that wet and then scrub it, it's gonna come off because it's not like dry yet. And then if it is dry, it will just pick off. So there you have it. Any questions? Thank you, Mr. Simon. Appreciate that. I have a little bit of time if you guys want to do something crafty that we can actually see. I did prep a canvas if you guys would like to see that, or if you guys are done with me, because it is almost an hour up. Now, I did mix that, so this is contaminated. So I think I'm just gonna I'm gonna find my little paper that I swatched my other blenders on, and I'm just gonna put that on there. Look at that. We made a new color. Isn't it pretty? Gotta love that stuff. Now, you can see, this is why we close our lid when we're working. We take out a little bit, we work with this little bit and close that lid. That's already dry, okay? And it hasn't been that long. So you want to make sure your lid stays on. Take out a little bit of what you need to work with. And if you have a hard time getting it up, you can use a straight razor, which I need to find where I put mine, okay? Get the area wet, take your straight razor and scoop. That's like the easy peasy way to take care of that. Clean your straight razor, put it back in its safe place so you don't get cut, and wipe. Haha! Isn't it beautiful? Yes, it will make a nice die cut word. Yeah. These are my little swatch samples. Because, like I said, you can blend those colors. Blend it, blend it. Yes. Pam says, Simon, ECR wants light purple color added to the product line and overzealous in the Lunar paste, please. I need some overzealous because this is my favorite. But yeah, we were talking a lavender color would be perfect in there. It would go great with overzealous. Okay, so I don't see anybody saying goodbye, so I am going to I'm gonna get my little canvas, and I did prime it, because even though canvases are supposed to be pre-primed, you know, I think I got this at the dollar store. I don't exactly trust their priming, so I have acrylic gesso as a primer. You guys can even use your distress paint. I would do maybe 3 coats, 3 thin coats. For this project, you'd probably need 3 dots of paint. Let it dry, 3 dots of paint, go the other way, and then let that dry, and then 3 dots of paint should cover that. How should I know? Because I put 3 dots of paint down and covered that. This nice little small canvas. So let's see if we can ink blend on this, because I really want to make a little art piece for my mantle, and the new stencil set, Winter Scene Builder, I think would make a really cute, you know, fun project for our holiday mantle. Okay, so I'm going to use the same paint brushes if I need them. I probably won't need them, but those are my Lunar paste ones, and we clean those out really good, you guys. Otherwise, it's like glue, and it'll be crusty. Crusty for life. So we're going to refer back to my not so great blending, and remember that we want to go light to dark. It is backwards, but it's gonna do better for the blending. Okay, so we're gonna get our little stencil. We're gonna get our trees. That's gonna go there. Oh, we need to have a sky. Gotta put a sky in it. So we're gonna actually put our trees down here. The blackout, the masks. You hung your truck on the front door. That's awesome. That was a cute truck. Lots of fun foliage. Okay, so we're gonna grab some mint tape. You know what? Please hold. I wonder. Uh-oh, my little houses. My house masks have escaped. Ah! Get back up there. Oh, I'm missing one. Oh, please tell me I'm not running it over. Oh, no. Yep, nope. 1, 2. I need to find a better place for those. I don't know what I did with my other one. Oh, figures. It's figures. As long as I'm not running it over on the floor, I'm okay. But I will have to look for that because it will drive me bananas. I found it. Ooh, ooh. I found it. I found it. Okay, we're going to put it in a container. Put my houses in a container. But I'm wondering, what size is this? We're gonna take off my homemade mask. We're gonna see if we can't utilize our stamping wheel to hold our stuff in place. Wouldn't that be nice? So we're gonna put this at the top, right there. I don't know. Ooh, it feels like it is, you guys. Feels like it's holding that really good. So we're gonna figure out where we want our tree line. Zoom out. I don't want to zoom out. I think I just need to reposition where I'm at, because if I zoom out just a little bit. Gonna use a little bit of tape in these houses to kind of hold the stencil down, and then stick the rest of it to there. Oh, I just stuck it to the wrong side. No, I didn't. I did it right. I did it right. Okay, so let's get some blues. I don't know if this is gonna work, you guys. I've never ink blended on a canvas, but we'll see. We're gonna go. It's winter. I'm thinking I'm gonna have this up for the winter, so let's do Remember Me, some Midnight Snack, and a little bit of No Diving. Right? Yeah. We're gonna grab our blue brushes, blue brushes. I'm gonna just clean that off a little bit. We're gonna go into our Midnight Snack. And I'm gonna, just like before, since I don't have a surface I can work on, because this is up off, we're gonna start on our mask. Okay, and we're gonna, oops, I'm going the wrong way. My bad. We're gonna start here on this stamp wheel. What is wrong with this light? We'll try that. We'll try that for now. I don't know if that's gonna be better. Maybe. Don't argue with me. Camera, no. Okay, so I'm gonna start. Okay, I gotta put it back to the way it was because it's having a fit now. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, I don't know. It's just gonna be a pain in my tuchus. It's having issues today. Watch it. Oh, comments. I like watching on my phone. Okay, so we're gonna start on the ledge here and drop our color in that way so we don't get a lot of brush marks. It'll wash off, and if it stains my stamp wheel, that just means I love my stamp wheel extra. Now I'm noticing that it's not as vibrant as if it was on paper, and it looks like it is not, it's not gonna give us the love that we want. Maybe if I get it on and don't muck with it, and then we can spray it and set it with a clear. That's what we're gonna try and do. We're gonna try and do that. So I'm gonna make like a U shape in there. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We're gonna go in with some No Diving. Yeah, I've got a lot of white going on today. It's like, no. Prefers, let's see. Get into that blue. That's pretty. That's pretty, I think. And then the Remember Me in the center. Say, what? Okay. So we have our little sky background. See how well it did. Missed a little butt right there. Okay, and we'll see. Ugh. Ah, look at that. It's not too bad, you guys. Ugh. Look it. Oh, I like it. Oh, you guys. I like it with the white trees, too. Mr. Simon Hurley, I need a white. White. Because that would be fun to do in white. I don't think I have texture paste, but I don't have like white shimmery paste. But yeah, that would be pretty to do in white. But we're gonna do it in greens because that's what I have. I know, it's so pretty, isn't it? It's pretty. Ooh. So now we're gonna shift. We used that to cover. Now we want to cover the sky and keep it safe. So we're just going. Ooh, that gripped that good. Nice. So we're gonna shift this down. Okay, we're gonna shift everything, well, not everything, we're gonna shift this down and then we're gonna shift this up so that we can get our trees covered. Okay, we're gonna use that to cover my little holes right there. We're gonna tack that down. And this is gonna pop up, so I'm gonna have to hold it in place when I go to those areas. And that's okay, that's okay. So we're gonna start light to dark. Okay, we're gonna start light to dark. So we're gonna grab our green brushes. And I'm starting with some Overzealous. We need some of that Overzealous Lunar paste, please. And a new lavender lilac-y color in all the things. Okay, so we've got this, and then we're gonna start and bring it down. And I'm gonna bring it all the way down because I'm not sure how all the colors are gonna blend. Okay, so I'm just gonna take it all the way down. Take it down, take it down, take it all the way down. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Look at that. Isn't that beautimous? Woo wee. Ooh. Ooh ooh ooh. Very gorgeous. Oh my goodness. How fun is that? Wait till you guys see. Look at it. Isn't that just... Oh. Okay, so it pulled my ink off. The tape pulled my ink off. So we're not going to tape those holes. We're going to be very careful not to get any ink in those holes. And then we're going to shift down and over. Now, as you can see, this little, this is a big canvas compared to my stencil. So I'm going to have to be careful and not get too close to this edge so that I can shift it and finish this one on the end, okay? So we're gonna push this down like so. We're gonna grab some Leda Gata. Yeah, it's not, definitely not as vibrant, but it does blend very interestingly. Very interestingly. Leda Gata. So we're gonna hold this down. And it is mixing into that blue interestingly. Okay, so I think that's gonna be okay. Now we're gonna be careful when we get to that end. Okay, and be careful not to go too high because we can't tape that off. Make sure I'm not sticking my finger in there. Okay. And then we're gonna be very careful, and we're gonna get, see, I just drew a line because I have this tree right there, so I'm just gonna shift it over and hope, aw, I got it a little too juicy. Okay, so that's interesting. It like got too inky in there. So definitely clean those brushes. Let me clean my stencil. I think I just had too much ink on my stencil. Okay, and so now that's not clean. Let's try this again, Elizabeth. Clean thy stencil. Clean, clean, clean. Okay. And this is only because it's a canvas, you guys. Okay. And you can see it's a perfect repeat pattern. So I can just set, well, it's not perfect, but it's pretty darn close. Like, that almost lines perfectly back up. But we're gonna go with this tree and that tree right here. Okay. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Okay. I'm gonna wipe this off again. Okay. I'm gonna see if we can heat set this, because I'm afraid if I bring down the stencil again, it's not gonna be beautiful. Because I got some layers building up. There. That is stuck down. Come on. There we go. Whew. Look at that. Is anybody working on some projects out there? What's going on, my friends? See if we can be productive and do cleaning while we heat. And my blue, you can see I got this all blue. It's gonna come right off, especially with the Simon Hurley inks. They don't do a lot of staining. I don't think I've ever had anything stain. Maybe on my foam, my stamping foam a little bit, but yeah. Okay, I'm gonna see if that's No, it is not dry, but I'm going to take some of that ink off because it looks a little thick. Yeah, see, that's not actually drying. That's still wet. So interesting. And I definitely warmed it up because I can feel the heat through there. Crystal's making some birthday cards. I have a multi-layer project going, which means apply, wait an hour, apply, wait 2 hours. I hear that. Yep. Okay, so is this still coming off? No, that seems to be dry. So it's just my green. I think if we just hit it again, maybe. Aww, 1K celebration marathon. That's awesome. Awesome sauce. Ooh. Okay, so I don't think it's dry. It still looks pliable. Yeah. Well, stinkabugs. Well, I can straighten it out a little bit. So there's that. You know, if we'd have done this all in solar paste, it would have dried. Just saying, it would have dried. Okay, Miss Shay, hello, hello. Okay, I'm wondering if it's not drying is because I have so many layers of green. It's kind of cool though, because you can create some effects with that. Look at that. Ooh, isn't that pretty? But you know what we can do is I like this to this. What I'm not digging on is this. So if we put our stencil back on and do it in layers, I think we could do a really fun lunar paste. And we could easily do 2 layers of lunar paste because we have a mid and a dark. So we could go in and put the mid on here. I would have to let it dry and then go in and put the dark. But I think if we ink blend 1 layer, it didn't do bad with the 1 layer. So like that is dry, just not this green. So that's what I'm thinking, you guys. Where's that stencil? Okay, and if I'm not mistaken, we shifted. Wait, which way did we shift? We shifted this way first. So if we are careful, and we get, now see this one I've been using a lot. It's really getting down there, so it's a little bit on the thick side. It's no biggie. Okay, we're gonna line that up the best we can. Line it up where we had it. Okay, I'm just gonna put pressure on it and then drag it down. Okay, and then I'm going to be very careful. I'm going to do this tree just like so. Look at that. Ooh, look at that. Say yes, please. Okay, we're going to set that right there for a second while we gently pull that straight up. Oh yes, look at that. Oh, look at that. Oh my goodness. So when that dries, I can go over it again, or I could put in the next layer of trees, but I can definitely shift it over to fill in this last piece. But that's gonna be a layering project. I'm loving that. Oops, don't go away. I am gonna just thicken this up down here. I don't want to see the canvas too much. And if I go in with another layer of paste, it'll still be fine. Try and... Oops. And then we can put a candle by this, and it's going to pick up the little candly bits. Just kind of put it on like butter. Take your time, just kind of pushing that back into that line there, just like so. Whoosh. Oh yeah. Look at that. Oh, I like it. And then I'll put another layer of green on, and then we'll do some splatter. Well, I will. You guys will be off and doing your things this weekend. Hopefully fun things, fun crafty things. But you can see, I'm gonna grab it just like that. I just got a little bit of the green up in my sky up here, so I'm just going to wipe that away before it dries. Maybe. No, it's probably dry by now. That took too long. But we'll be sure to cover that little speckle of green with a little bit of shimmer, whatever we throw out there. Look at that. Oh, I love that. It's just gonna give it so much depth, and when we do another layer of the paste, mwah, mwah. So if this inspires you to do something non-paper crafty, be sure to post it in our group, Chat with Sassy's Crafty Friends. I'd love to see what you guys make. Even if you're using other companies' texture paste and stuff, you know, if you have something in your stash and you need to use it up, use it up. Do a non-paper project. Or maybe you like this and you do it in the paper. Let's see that. I definitely had fun, and here's what we started with. Dabbing on the Lunar paste to make this lovely little tree tag, and it's already dry. I'm not going to scrape or scrub it too hard because it's a non-porous surface, and these could potentially pluck right off, but you can make some beautiful reusable tags. Ugh, just look at that. If you guys do engraving and stuff, you could do a permanent to and then from, and then use a Sharpie and then get some cleaner and clean off your Sharpie. Look at that. I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys had a lot of fun. And again, if you're still on the fence about the solar and the lunar paste, just go ahead and grab Slippery When Wet lunar paste and Golden Hour solar paste. Those two are going to be your go-to golds for your holiday season, and I promise you won't be sad. You might get a little dirty, but you can potentially do this mess-free. I know, I said potentially. You just gotta be kind of anal about it, but it's possible. But yeah, I'm loving this little tag. I might hang that on my tree. I might do something on the back so it'll hang on the tree. I like hanging unique things on my Christmas trees. Well, one particular tree anyways. But all right, do we have any questions? I know you guys were all yapping, but I want to see if there's any questions before I go. That's funny, Shannon. She says, oh my goodness, I didn't realize how much cable makes a difference. I can see clearly now. Right? Alrighty, everyone, have a great evening. I'm not seeing any questions. If you're watching the replay, I thank you. Thank you very much. I know a lot of replays don't get watched, but if you have questions or you want to see something, you know, drop a comment in the comments, and we'll see you next time. Bye, everyone. Bye, 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 bye. Oh, and I'll post pictures of this when I get it done this weekend. I'm going to be out of town tomorrow, so hopefully I'll get it done on Sunday, and I'll post pictures for you guys. Until then, bye-bye.